Hotel Krat. I know, I still can't believe it myself. This must be before the grand opening.
Well, well, a stalker. Or so I assume, judging by your attire and demeanor. And yet your face is unknown to me. To me? Ridiculous. You're a sweeper, perhaps? But no matter. Ignorant fools say that we are adversaries, but in truth, our relationship is not that hostile. I do so look forward to working with you. Have you something to say? Red hair. Red hair. Could you be speaking of Leia Florence? Why didn't you just say so? If you're looking for the legendary stalker, you should just come out with it. But, if I may ask, what could you possibly want with a living legend? Perhaps you've heard the tale of the Blood Artist. Just one of the monikers of a murderous puppet that targeted only the upper crust of society. It was a dreadful affair. Many a stalker tried to apprehend the blood artist, only to die by his blade. But he was no match for one in particular, who took him down on her own. The stalker not only beat the blood artist in single combat, but she utterly dismantled him. And she goes by the rather pedestrian name, Leia Florence. Though most everyone just calls her by the loftier moniker, the legendary stalker. Romeo? Never heard of him. Oh! The sidekick. The legendary stalker's young, apprentice, I suppose. He could be the reason she's been so, on edge of late. I beg your pardon? What year is it? Are you, under the influence of some strange medication? You may well want to study the provenance of your petrification cure. A word to the wise, don't trust any medicine that an alchemist doesn't hand to you personally. The Monad Charity House. You've heard of the Rose Estate? That's where you'll find your cure. Red hair? What? Help her, you say? Yes, she was here. But she took that lift, headed down. Simply said she had something to take care of, but heaven knows what that could be. Perhaps she's gone to slay that poor, crazed lunatic. The one afflicted with the petrification disease. She is the legendary stalker, after all. There's a reason they say only merciful death remains in her wake.
Goodness. A new face appears. How do things fare outside, Master Stalker? Let me introduce myself. I am Klaus, merchant extraordinaire and collector of rare ergo. Indeed, you'll be hard-pressed to find a merchant more skilled than I in the handling of all precious goods. You're lucky to find me in a place such as this. A rather uncouth stalker simply dumped me here as a merchant. It is quite frustrating being stuck here inside this empty hotel. Was my original destination. Many notable people fled there due to the petrification disease. And not to boast, but I am a rather famous merchant. I had received an invitation to the estate, and I was on my way. I should make my way to the estate, but my back pain. Oh, I cannot sit or lie down. Oh. I'm sorry, you want to know the year? You must be referring to the swirling rumors about an era of calamity coming due to the... Let's see, what other news? Also, whispered voices say the alchemist. Besides that, nothing else significant comes to mind. Do you mean the leader of the bastards? The man standing over there? My weak heart and spirit prevent me from speaking to such an imposing fellow. I've heard he's quite capable and holds influence over others in many ways. But he does frighten me to no end. I'm sure he's a good man, but... Oh, that person. When she rescued me at the zoo, she had no trouble. She muttered something about searching for her apprentice. Still, I must say, it is not a...
be Leia? No one in our time knows how she disappeared or how she died, even if she died. Here's hoping it's got nothing to do with this deeply disturbing alchemist facility. exactly are the alchemists researching anyway? It has to be for a cure. How else could they justify such horrifying deeds? Oh, I want to forget what we saw, but I can't. Say the deceased was an alchemist. A high-ranking one, too. Could be the warden. Even he fell to the legendary stalker in a single blow. So, no warden, no control. Would explain all the chaos here.
Mercy! Please, don't kill me. Please. See, the legendary stalker. Just let me here. Oh, I'm not an alchemist. Spare me. Spare my life. Please, please. We came in with Véronique, yes, and we were a vanguard, but it was a trap. alchemists were waiting in ambush. The things they did. But that's over. They're gone, aren't they? Everything's wrong. What strange drugs did they fill me with? Don't deny it. It is slow, but sure, steady, and so strange. I will become a monster. I heard she was looking for someone. I heard it. I did. To think I tried to kill her. The legend herself. Twice. What an idiot I am. Good thing I failed. Failed twice. I never could. But I wanted to. But no, I'm sorry. A stalker. Gone. But still, she went deeper into the laboratory. I've seen such things. Please, I don't want to die. Help me, please. Spare me. Spare. I've seen. Please, help me.
Really sad. But there wasn't any way to save him. Is that Véronique? She sounds completely insane. Leia could be facing off against her this very moment. But I bet we can help her. Let's hurry.
My mind is unraveling. It burns! My mind's ablaze! Make it stop! Bear the pain, Véronique! Never surrender! No one leaves this laboratory for the sake of Krat! All left alive will freeze here! This is where we die! Indomitable! Bear the pain, Véronique! Never surrender! Ablaze! Make it stop! Alchemist bastards! What did your drugs do to me? Well, trees here! This is where we die! Bear the pain, Véronique! Never surrender! My mind's ablaze! Make it stop! I must hold on! Don't give up! Don't give in! Not to them! I did terrible things to you. That drug, their cure, it twisted my mind. I put you in danger. I'm sorry. Please, I beg of you, nothing must leave this place. This cursed lab. Those cursed beings. Their test subject. Created from the legacy of the ruins. The two-faced overseer. It cannot be allowed to live. Do me this one last favor. If you mean that red-headed stalker, she did pass through here. Back when I could still think straight. We were rivals once. In the end, she showed true compassion. I'm done. Head to the coast. Find Leia. I die as I lived, without regret. Remember me, Véronique of Krat.
Bitter end. But even if we could have helped her, it was far too late. At least her suffering is over. I hope she can be at peace and rest now.
I suppose I should expect to meet strange people in such a strange place. I smell blood on you. But, interesting. It's the blood of alchemists. Still, that doesn't prove we aren't enemies. Let me get this straight. Quite by accident, you found an object belonging to the legendary stalker at the zoo. If all that is true, can you show me this object? This is a photo of Leia and her 2 apprentices. This locket does belong to her. I'll take you at your word that you wish to help Leia. I'll trust you. For the moment. My name is mine to hold. But you have my word that I am not your enemy, nor Leia's. I consider any enemy of the alchemists an ally. Stay and rest a while. I'm tracking a dangerous relic the alchemists freed from the ruins. A calamity that is wreaking torment upon Krat. But the immense power of that relic wasn't enough to satisfy the alchemists. They also retrieved the remains of the ancient warrior that was protecting it, and conducted vile experiments on their finds. These experiments have yielded results already, transforming one test subject into a living weapon. I must stop this monster before they unleash it upon the city. If you plan to continue exploring this facility, take this horn. Blow it if you find the two-faced overseer. No matter where you are in this facility, I'll hear it and come to your aid. I'm just someone fighting against the alchemists. I have my reasons, but I must hide my identity to protect the person most dear to me. I can't rest until I finish investigating the alchemists. If you're open to it, I would like to ask for your assistance. Legendary. Leia probably hates that title. She stepped up only because no one else could. Too many stalkers were lost to that evil, murderous puppet. But a great title such as that comes with many risks. And now, Romeo is in danger. Leia is desperate to find any news of him. It must be even worse for her since she has lost an apprentice once before. Would you like to ask me anything more? Trouble erupted at the zoo, and Romeo went to deal with it alone. Leia and Romeo had their own brand of justice. I wouldn't call them vigilantes, but they did their best. Regardless, Romeo could handle himself. Nothing should have troubled him on this mission. But he went missing. It's possible that this is some old grudge coming back to stab Leia in the back. Being the legendary stalker does make you a constant target to resentful enemies. Leia maintains several places along the coast that she uses as base camps. I'd seek her out in that area. Take a look at this. This tree. What could it possibly be? It looks almost human-like. I dare not imagine what plans they have for it. But I'm certain this tree bears significance. The Rose Estate, you say? I have heard whispers, mere rumors really, that an underground tram runs to the estate. If true, the tram should be at the end of this very facility. If you find the Overseer, be sure to blow the horn. No matter where you are in this facility, I will come find you.
collecting me. See, just imagine. Who were or had they endured dark times as we imagining others reaching the light after a dark night? Well met. Oh my, you've in fact well met.
You fear, close your eyes and listen up. Everyone's paying attention to you.
Lamacchio? Oh, you just missed him. He left as the leader of the bastards.
You don't have to be so.
The legendary bone I know is that she is far too rough an ordinary citizen.
Carry on. Please forget about your past fears and trust yourself now. No turning back. Just keep the flame alive inside of you. And there's no need for tears. Look into yourself. Don't cry no more. If you're here, we're not scared anymore. I know that we will be the last survivors. 'Cause you're never give up. It won't be that easy. Pick yourself up. I know that you will always win. Because you're the chosen one. Oh, don't cry no more. If you're here, we are not scared anymore. Whoa, don't cry no more. If you're here, we are not scared anymore. Whoa, don't cry no more. If you're here, we are not scared anymore. Whoa, don't cry no more. If you're here, we are not scared anymore.
We planted the seed, but I wonder what'll grow from it. test subject is behind that door. Where else could it be? Nerves of steel, buddy. Alright, now let's show this overseer who he's dealing with.
So this is where you've been hiding, abomination. A hard-fought victory over a dangerous opponent. But we have granted its soul eternal rest. May this creature which woke to misery find peace. You showed great skill during this fight. You must have had a great teacher. In fact, your fighting style reminds me of someone. Well, my mission here is complete. I'll make my way to Hotel Krat from here. If you're looking for more clues about the alchemists, you should head there as well. Well, my mission here...
I need more time. I'm coming, Romeo. I swear I won't be late. Not again. Not like I was with Carlo.
Well, if it isn't the lad who stalks the legendary stalker. I didn't see you there. Are you hurt anywhere? No, you're not. So very glad to know you are unharmed, my good fellow. Like me, surely you've heard of the tragedy of the Zelator underground facility. Such a loss. And Véronique, to think she met such a horrible end. It rends my very heart in two. We disagreed on nearly everything, but there was respect, and on her part, greatness. I must know, did she say anything to you before she died? Did the medicine claim her sanity and finally drive her mad? I am truly sorry to hear that. A heroic end, but such a tragedy. The Rose Estate. Ah, you are perhaps seeking the Alchemist tram. There was a tram here once, a long time ago, but it was deep underground. Deep. You can keep looking for it, but that tram to the Rose Estate's been out of commission for ages. I had assumed Véronique's vanguard took it down for, but you might yet be in luck. If you're looking for a route to the sea, this key was given to me by an alchemist before he expired. He claimed it opened a secret passage to the coast. You can get more use from that key than I. Just past the ruins of the tram station, you'll see an entrance. Not sure why I held on to it. I just had a feeling it could be useful to someone. This is alchemist territory. One might say this place is where all the ergo we use comes from. But the alchemists found something else underground. Something so dangerous, most of them fled. They'd say, retreated. Only mining puppets left in there now, still working away. But that doesn't make it safe. Let caution be your watchword. Oh, I've only heard rumors. I certainly haven't seen it in person. I've heard alchemists found it sealed away in the ruins deeper underground. Now, I don't buy this, but my sources claim the discovery was alive, but not human. Perhaps that is why the alchemists seem to have cleared out. Me? I had some things to look into, investigating this and that. As it happened, I took a rather pointless detour. But I'm still doing my best, trying to, do... Véronique was my rival. But was she a hero? Yes. And did seeing her lead me to self-reflection? Yes, it did. And as I reflected, I've learned I simply do not have the courage for, self-sacrifice. I'm no hero. There is no greatness within this coward's body. It seems I'm really nothing like her.
Those steps. I remember you. You're the one who helped me with my painting. What have you there? I smell ink, turpentine, and oil paint. You found my art supplies. I thought these gone forever when I lost them. And to think, a stranger would bring them back to me. Thank you. It's as if you've gifted me the light that I seek. Now, I can finally follow the path and complete my painting. My masterpiece. I have very little to give in return, but have this as a token of my gratitude. Now, I can... Now, I can...
You made it out of the underground facility. I'm glad you're okay. Speaking of which, I see you have... Decrypting it should reveal what the owner's hidden. If I might, I will take it off your hands. We share a common enemy. Any enemy of the alchemists as a friend. Let's unlock it and see what's in. We're in luck. It just reminds me of a tale I once heard. Most people thought it was an urban legend. Any enemy of the alchemists. I'm unsure if I should even tell you this. Leia suffers from the petrification disease. She hides it from the world. I have no idea how long she has left. But there's very little to be done to help her. It is... Since Leia and I are not strangers to one another, the official statement is that the alchemists are developing a cure. Perhaps a true cure will be found someday. I gave Leia painkillers that help her endure the worst of the disease. Regardless, please help her by fighting at her side. And this... Have you seen what's behind the hotel? Another tree that bears gold coin fruit. I believe the alchemists are attempting to reproduce this tree. Perhaps, I hope, anyway. I did some investigating on my own. Perhaps you don't know. Long ago, Leia neutralized, and at the moment we know nothing of this puppet's whereabouts. Look into the name. I worry about Leia. This may be a fight she cannot, if you can.